And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live with Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on this non-snowy day. So we thought it was going to be a snowy day, but they missed it again. Oh, I shouldn't say that. The weatherman's here. So
2 feet of snow.
2 feet of snow, yep. It ain't
You're
here.
2 feet in the snow when it comes down
Yeah,
later.
My 2 feet will be in the snow. That's right. That's a good one. That is a good one.
We've had some scattered snow shower activity this morning. That was favoring Johnson City, Irwin, and points southeast of us earlier. Didn't quite make it to Elizabeth, and we have more scattered snow showers throughout the day. Temperatures above freezing will, keep accumulation pretty minimal. Maybe a dusting in spots, but we won't see anything too significant. We will see snow showers through early Friday morning at times, and if you get some snow showers after dark tonight, some areas might pick up a light accumulation as temperatures fall below freezing. We'll be pretty quiet once we get into tomorrow afternoon and Saturday, and temperatures, 40 degrees or so tomorrow and then 50 on Saturday, so we're warming up, and then you'll see some rain coming in on Sunday with highs near 50 again. Warm up early next week, and it gets interesting later next week. You've got a weak southeast ridge, and that promotes warming across the southeastern United States, but you have an Arctic high descending in from the north. So when those two clash, you tend to get, sort of a boundary situation where you get a lot of precipitation. And so, portions of the eastern U.S. next week could see snow, ice, rain. It's really no determination on exactly what and where. If that ridge is stronger, we end up seeing liquid precipitation. But, if the cold high just to our north is a little bit stronger, we could see some frozen precipitation later next week. So there's no certainty in that, but just something to keep an eye on in the forecast since we get into later next week. And middle of February, by the time we get there, looks pretty mild.
Yeah. 2 feet of snow, that means when you put your 2 feet in the snow. I like that. That was pretty cute. That's pretty good. So.
Well, I'm getting closer and closer to being a dad every day, so the dad jokes are thriving.
Oh, really?
I'm just kidding. I'm not even married yet.
I was going to say there's something you probably need to tell me. Cause,
getting older, though, so might as well
older,
be.
But as far as being a papa, not on the radar yet.
Not on the radar yet.
Yeah. So you have a young lassie?
Not quite yet.
All right. So we're looking for a lassie, and then we'll go from there. But 2 feet of snow, not happening. It's good. So, and I like that.
I know you do.
I have no problem with that at all.
We are seeing the slowest start to the snow season since 2005 with about 0.6 of an inch at the Tri-Cities Airport measured so far this season. So I'm crying myself to sleep every night.
Yeah, that's it. You're a sad puppy dog, so
yep.
That's all right. So
you never know what March and April can bring. Let's just hope for a big old surprise before we all shut it down.
No, we don't want any snow in March. It's baseball season. I don't want to sit out there and I'm being selfish. But.
I'd rather have spring when we get to March and April. But if we haven't had any winter weather and we do get it, I appreciate it. But it's just usually when you get the cold patterns coming that late in the season, you're just talking about a lot of cold rain, and that's just disgusting. We're not getting snow. We're not getting comfortable outside temperatures. So, I'll take a late season snowstorm or I'll take warm spring weather. So, hopefully I'm banking on one of those two. We'll see what happens. But that's far out there. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a ways down the road.
Of course, in March 1993, had the blizzard. I know you remember that.
Oh,
1 to 2 feet of snow, thunder and lightning. It was the legend of all legends. And then, April 1987 had a 14-inch snowstorm. So it can happen. You just never know.
Yeah. Now it's time for you to go. Now you're talking. We were doing good. You started talking about the snow in April and March. So time to go. Tell us how we can find Jesse.
I am Storm Tracker Sacker on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And over at Tri-Cities Weather and Alert Crew with Michael Gibson and Carolina Weather Authority with meteorologist Mike Griffith.
We are live. We're here at Jesse's Stop. We are here again, and never wait in line again, by the way. Here we go. This is the new thing they're pushing. This is order your meal without ever having to stand in line. Use the Chick-fil-A app to place a mobile dine-in order. They'll deliver your meal to your table because every table's got a number, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So
there's a couple that I think it got scratched off, but in general, that's the rule.
Yeah. This one's number 43. Richard Petty's number. I'm sitting at the 43 table. So now tell me how that works. I order my meal using the Chick-fil-A app, and as I'm coming in, I'm calling on the road, coming in. I'm going to sit in and dine in at table number 43. What happens? You'll have a sitting here at my table? Is that how it works?
Yeah, well, generally we bring it depends on what setting your place on the mobile order there, you can select that you've arrived, and if you're just coming to pick it up, it's a carry-out. We'll have it sitting over there on that rack right next to the end of the counter.
Right.
And, if it's a mobile dine-in, now that's when we bring it to your table, and you select the table number that you're at, and we place everything on the tray, and we'll bring it out to you here, kit and caboodle. So that's how that works. Old kit and caboodle.
No, kit and caboodle gets you every time. Kit and caboodle. Mr. Sacker, he's on the roll today.
You like that little bell, don't you?
I do. I
do too.
I brought it back. So anytime we have little cutesy things, kit and caboodle, we'll pop up bell in your honor. And anybody's honor, for that matter. So, all right. So you get to go outside?
I get to go outside and brave the cold elements today.
Yeah. So you'll be out there taking people's orders in the drive-thru.
That's right.
Yep. So there goes another young lady out there. But you guys are bundled up. I mean,
yeah, we are. We got the new heaters. Everybody's been commenting on those. Everybody comes in, sees a new drive-thru. It's got a pretty new drive-thru structure. Compliments of Mr. Tipton that we put up in the summer. So everything looks nice and new. Got a brand spanking new look to our Chick-fil-A and heaters to boot. So
heaters to boot.
Yeah.
Little kit and caboodle and heaters to boot.
Can I do that one time?
Hit it. That's all you get to do right there.
Okay.
Just once is all you can do.
My free trial.
That's it. You get to ring the bell one time. So
I pay the full subscription, then I get to ring it more, right?
You're a nice guy. Hit it again.
Okay.
You brought me a Sunjoy. You brought me diet lemonade and an unsweet tea. You're a good boy.
Thank you.
Good man. So
my father raised me, right?
Yes, he did. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Coming up on the show, Zach Benfield, head football coach of the Cloudland Highlanders. We'll see what he thinks about the NFL playoffs. Marty Moore, we got a big doubleheader coming up later on this afternoon. It is do or die for 4 teams, and we'll talk about that. 2 of those involving T.A. Duggar basketball. And then also Sean Whitten stops by, head football coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones, get his take on the NFL playoffs. The Bengals or the Chiefs, the 49ers or the Eagles. You want to weigh in on that at all? Do you have any idea? Could care less?
No.
That's it.
Who's playing in the bowl this year?
That's it. That'd be your cue to.
That's spaced out.
That'd be your cue to go up and get a bowl of chicken noodle soup or chicken tortilla soup.
Tortilla.
Kit and caboodle. All right. Quick break. Here's the national anthem, the Kingdom Heirs, out of Dollywood on the Tom Taylor Sports.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Let's take a look at top 25 college basketball. We'll check in with Coach Benfield. And Coach Whitten is here. Once he finishes his lunch, we'll roll him right in here and see what he's got to say about these playoff games coming up. Bengals or Chiefs or 49ers or Eagles. We'll see what Coach Whitten has to say about that. See what's going on with the football team right now. The schedule's out for next year. We'll talk a little bit about that as well. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at last night, Tennessee. Whew, man, oh, man. Ziegler and the boys hammered them. Rolled over them last night. What was the final? 70-41, blew out Georgia. Now, the Lady Vols will take on UConn tonight down at Thompson Bowling. We'll talk more about that in a moment. It was Xavier, 13th-ranked Musketeers, beating UConn by 3. Number 3, Houston, with an 11-point win over Central Florida last night. 23rd-ranked Providence defeats Butler 79-58, beat them by 21. Alabama had to come from behind to beat Mississippi State, number 2 team in the country, wins by 3. And there was one upset. Texas A&M, the Aggies beat Bruce Pearl and the Auburn Tigers beat them by 16. 15th ranked Auburn took a thumping last night in that one. So who plays where tonight? Top ranked team in the country, Purdue at Michigan in the Big Ten tonight. Middle Tennessee State, the Blue Raiders will go into Florida and take on 21st ranked Florida Atlantic. Also, 8th ranked UCLA will play at USC, the big backyard battle in LA for that one. And then number 6 Arizona plays at Washington State. And those are the games there coming up involving top 25 college basketball. Now, here's our schedule. We've got a doubleheader today at 4 o'clock. The T.A. Duggar girls take on Indian Trail. The loser is eliminated. Season's over. The winner will qualify for the sectional next week in Knoxville. And then right behind that, come right on the heels of that one, will be a 5 o'clock tip-off. The T.A. Duggar boys will take on the Robinson Redskins. Same scenario. Loser's season is over, and the winner will go on and play the sectional next week again in Knoxville. So every dribble, every shot, every foul, every turnover is going to be huge. Again, 24 minutes of basketball. As I said yesterday, went and talked to the team. 24 minutes in somebody's season. That's what you're down to. We talked about that yesterday. I said, you guys have been playing since June. The camps in the summer and the two-a-days and the suicides and the line drills and the free throws and the two-a-day practices and the games, and now all that's down to 24 minutes of basketball. So it'll be dripping with drama. We'll have it for you, video and audio, starting at about 3:50. Tip-off at 4 o'clock from Johnsonville Middle School in Kingsport. So that's what we got coming up later on this afternoon. All right, quick break. We'll check in with Zach Benfield, and we got Coach, let me hit this right here. Where did it go? Where did he put it? Oh, there it is. The Jewelers Bench. We'll check in with Coach Whitten in a few minutes. Here is Mrs. Holtzclaw on the Jewelers Bench. It's Valentine's Day. Shopping for jewelry on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back with one of our great sponsors. Again, Sherry Holtzclaw with the Jewelers Bench. Valentine's Day. Here we go. I'm going to be your Vanna show and tell.
Yep.
We'll start with this
Here's
one
my
first.
Vanna.
Yep. And tell me about this, would you please?
So this is a yellow gold paper clip bracelet with diamonds.
Right.
It's $11.99.
Yep.
$1,199.
Yep. Got it in stock, ready to go. Sell a bunch of these, very popular. Here's the disclaimer every time we do this. Don't let this camera on the computer sway you about looking at this, because this thing's got a lot of bling to it. The camera just won't pick it up, I can promise you.
Prettier in person.
Oh,
always.
absolutely. Thank you. That's a good way to say it. Prettier in person.
Prettier in person.
At the Jewelers Bench, all right? Number two.
So these are sterling silver. They're half carat
Whoa.
with diamonds.
Okay.
And those go for $299.
$299. Any lady looks smoking hot with those in her ears,
Oh, yeah.
right?
I love the shape of them.
I do, too.
They're not your typical
Nope.
diamond hoops.
Nope, they are not. I like them. $299. I lose money every time you do this show. I end up buying stuff for people. So, but maybe not this year. Let's see what we got. So,
And then this is a sterling silver
whoa,
heart pendant
love that too.
with CZs, and it's $149.
Yeah, and again,
Comes
it has
with the chain.
If you look at it right here, the lighting has a lot of bling to it. And there, not so much because the light's not there. We had a light back here bouncing off of it, which will when we come to the shop in a couple of weeks. There you go. That goes for how much?
$149.
$149.99. Love it. Okay, and I like these. These look really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
are pretty.
those are pretty. All right. What else do we have?
Okay, so we have this double heart sterling silver necklace with
Okay.
diamonds
Okay. Double heart. Oh, look at this. They're intertwined. Look
Yep.
at that.
with
I love
paper
it.
clip chain, $249.
$249 with a paper clip chain to go with it. $249. Any lady would love to have that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
From their significant other.
Yep.
So $249.
Heart can represent her and then her significant other.
There you go. It's a his and hers kind of thing going on, or a hers and hims.
Yeah,
Either way. $249.
$249.
$249. All right. Good. Let's do one more here.
So
then we'll-
always a good gift. These are
Pearls.
cultured pearls,
Yep.
$269.
$269 for the cultured pearls. There you go. Very nice. Available at the Jewelers Bench. Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram, and
All right.
then website is jewelersbench10.com.
Where are you physically located?
104 Broad Street, right across the street from Port Traps.
Yep. And the hours are open.
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Yep. One of our great sponsors, folks. Valentine's Day. Don't miss out, guys. Good time to get out and shop and quantities are limited. At the Jewelers Bench, one of the great sponsors of Tom Douglas Sports, at Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, let's go to the ponies there. I was talking to Coach Benfield up at Cloudland. Is it snowing up there this morning, sir?
Yes, sir, it was. I think it's starting to lay off a little bit now, but it was pouring snow about 9 or 10 this morning.
I know you're a big football guy, so I thought I'd get you and get your take on what do you think is going to be happening this weekend. The Bengals and the Chiefs in Kansas City, the AFC Championship. What do you think about that matchup?
I think it's going to be a great matchup. Two all-star quarterbacks going face-to-face. Joe Burrow came from, obviously, Ohio State and LSU. I'm a big LSU fan, so I'm a big Burrow fan. He's 3-0 against Mahomes, so I'm hoping that the Bengals can be able to beat him again. But at the same time, Mahomes he's good. I think he's got like 192 touchdowns, 49 picks over his career. That's ridiculous. And so, he's got Travis Kelce and a lot of weapons on the outside. So the Bengals are going to have to play good, but I still got the Bengals winning 41-35.
All right.
So I got to go with my LSU alumni.
Yeah, they said Joe Burrow couldn't play in the National Football League. He's obviously proven them wrong. He's having a heck of a career. And so,
well, he's having a heck of a career, and he's 9-0 in January. If you go back to whenever LSU played, I think it was Central Florida, and then obviously Clemson in the national championship the year after. He won both of those games. So, he's actually 9-0 if you take into account college in the month of January. So,
wow.
January's his month, and I think that he's going to get the W. Now, Michael Lunsford will stay wrong because he's a big Chiefs fan, but I'm pulling for the Bengals.
Pulling for the Bengals. All right, so then you look at Patrick Mahomes, a high ankle sprain. He said he's okay, ready to go, but, a high ankle sprain is a high ankle sprain, is it not?
It is, but I also think that the NFL, I think you have the best supplements, whether that's cortisone shots or whatever it's going to take to get him out there. And Patrick Mahomes he's not just a good quarterback, he's a winner. I mean, he likes – there's a reason why he's so good statistically. It's because he likes winning to try to put his teams in positions, to win. So he'll be out there playing, and Travis Kelce will be out there. And if the Bengals don't find a way to stop him, then it's going to be a long night for him. But no, I think Patty Mahomes will be out there. He'll be out there playing.
All right, Patty Mahomes. There you go. Not Patrick, but Patty Mahomes. That's pretty good. All right, then you go to the 49ers and the Eagles. What do you think about that one coming up on Sunday night?
I think that's going to be the best ball game this upcoming weekend. Both teams run the football. They play smash mouth football, and they play really good defense. I'm going to go with the Eagles 31-23,
Wow.
But I'll tell you why. I think San Francisco in the regular season was like 13-4, I think. But now they're only 2-4 when somebody rushes for over 100 yards. Well, what does the Eagles do really good? They rush the ball really good. So
yeah.
I think that the Eagles are going to end up winning 31-23. But it's going to be a good game. The 49ers, they have their offensive identity is so smart. They throw quick throws, run the football, and play good defense. And the Eagles are going to run the RPO. They got some mean linemen. Jason Kelce, which is Travis Kelce for the Chiefs' older brother, out of Cincinnati, and he's a stud. Plays center for him, really, really good. But I still think that the Eagles are going to get the win. I think that their running game and the magic guy is going to be Jalen Hurts. I think that his legs are going to end up giving the 49ers a lot of trouble. But both teams are really, really good, though. That's going to be an exciting game.
It is exciting. And Brock Purdy has proven he's a pretty good quarterback out of Iowa State. Then you look at, the fiasco, which is what I would call the Cowboys. What in the world, as a coach, you said you sit and watched that. What in the name of the good Lord were they doing with that play with the Elliott at the snapping the ball as the center? And just no creativity. I mean, what were you thinking as a head coach?
Well, I think
coach?
it was too creative. I think that whoever assistant made that play up was trying to get too creative. Now, Mike McCarthy, don't get me started on him, Tom. He ruined Aaron Rodgers' career, and I'm a huge Green Bay Packer fan, and we only got one Super Bowl out of it in 2010 against the Steelers. So I'm still salty towards Mr. McCarthy on that, but I don't know. That was tough. And the thing is, Dallas brings in more revenue every year, it seems like, than every other NFL team. So there's really no excuse for them to always fall short in the wild card, in the divisional, every single year. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm happy to, or that I'm mad to see them lose, but there's no reason for Dallas to be, fall short every single year the way they do. But that was crazy, Tom. That play was wild. I mean, I understand, like we were talking about, I understand having linemen, on the outside that you may want to run down the field and block for the people trying to, throw it back and forth. But you still need one lineman in there to stop that bull rush from, getting to the quarterback. That was wild. I've never saw anything like that in my life.
Yep, me either. So before I let you go, you're a big Packers fan, Aaron Rodgers fan. Does he stay with the Packers? Is he going to go to my team, the Raiders, or what's he going to do, do you think?
I think he's got three choices. I think he's either going to the Raiders, going to the 49ers, or staying at the Packers. And I'm praying that he stays at the Packers. He's my favorite player of all time. Him and then Brett Favre at number 2. And then Antonio Freeman, number 3. But anyways, I hope he stays. I hope that hopefully he'll stay off the ayahuasca and get to throwing the football a little bit better in the month of December and January so we can get another Super Bowl. But I hope he stays. I'm thinking he's going to stay.
All right. Zach Benfield, head football coach at Cloudland Highlanders. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, and we'll talk soon, all right? Thanks for your time.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, Tom. Go Landers.
There you go. Go Landers and go. He's a big fan of Aaron Rodgers. I like it. All right, quick break. We'll come right back, and our buddy is in the house. Of course, I appreciate Coach Benfield. I've never met him, but he always does a good interview, and I like him. He's a good football coach. He said, what was Mike McCarthy thinking? I don't know. We'll see what Coach Witten thought. I mean, I'm watching it, I'm thinking, you got Ezekiel Elliott snapping the ball. Anyway, I'll let him tell us what he thinks. He joins us next. Coach Witten's in the house. We'll talk a little Cyclone football, talk a little college football, talk about our schedule for 2023. What are the boys doing now? Got lots going on. Again, we got a doubleheader coming up. Tia Duggar basketball at 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock. If you win, you move on. If you lose, your season's over. So it's down to 24 minutes. And we'll do that right after this timeout. We're live here again. We're at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. We'll come back right after this from, guess who? Yeah, probably the good folks from Chick-fil-A.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Well, in our office, we understand that there are a lot of patients out there that have dental phobias. And here we try to provide a warm, caring environment for our patients where the patients get the highest level dental care possible, at the same time receiving it in a warm environment where they feel comfortable receiving that care.
Things you offer.
We offer dentistry for the whole family, from the little ones all the way up to grandparents. We provide cleanings, we provide fillings, crowns, bridges, cosmetic dentistry. We restore implants. We try to provide excellent dental care for the whole family.
Back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Look who stopped by. Head coach Sean Whitney, Elizabethton Cyclones. Morning, sir. How you doing?
Doing great, thank you.
Yeah. Did you get yourself some food? Did you get filled up?
Absolutely. Didn't get much to eat yesterday or this morning, so
yeah,
perfect timing.
And Mrs. Whitten's slacking, huh?
Yeah, been so busy. Wednesday's a busy day, so.
Yeah. You guys go you got them going everywhere, right?
Yeah, we do. Our kids do a Awanas Church for the youth out there at Watauga with Tony and Joy, Coach Eder, his wife. They do Fairview out there at Watauga. They do Awanas Church on Wednesdays. A lot of youth kids go out there. We're kind of involved in that. And Natalie's in the Southside Christian Youth Group with Mr. Travis Hurley at Eastside, Principal at Eastside, does a great job with youth there. And so kind of really busy and involved on Wednesdays, but it's good for them. They need to be involved in church. They learn a lot of great things, and then even in the Awanas, a big part of if you take a friend, then you kind of get a good gift bag or a goodie bag, So they kind of love that.
Been in Awana all my life. Bible memorization, it's awesome. It's a great program. So going on with Brother Gary.
Gary, it's a great ministry for the youth. Fun games. Cody Meadows' dad used to do it a couple years ago, and then they lost it with COVID, brought it back. But it's a really good youth ministry. My kids are fired up to go to it every Wednesday.
That's what you want.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when the kids are fired up, mom and dad gets fired up.
Yeah, it's. You love dropping them off because they know they want to go and they're excited about it. But when you think about this area, just youth, youth ministers, youth leaders. I mean, that's a ministry of its own. It's it's changing lives, and when you can bring friends and bring buddies, we get a car full, take them out there on Wednesdays and drop them off. So it's a good thing to be involved in.
But the problem is you don't get a chance to eat. So you had to come here today because
no, I don't get to eat much on Wednesdays and Wednesday nights and Thursdays mornings. But so guys, good timing. Appreciate that.
Slim pickings at the Wittenhouse because they're on the move all the time. All right, so let's take a look at this game last week. The Cowboys and the 49ers. First off, I was proud of George Kittle. He made a Jason Witten catch over the middle. I love that. And so they used that tight end on the offense. But what in the world, as a head coach, were you scratching your head about this Cowboys thing?
Well, the last
play.
Well, obviously their situation is, they're going to have to do some type of lateral. Balls them about the 30-yard line, and going to have to do some lateral. So it's kind of I'm not sure exactly what it was set up, but I don't think the play ever got particularly going. But I'm not sure that's – for Cowboys fans, we're used to
stuff like
this happening. It's 2 years in a row, kind of situational football's got us. But just really tough for the Cowboys there. Just a devastating loss for them.
Ezekiel Elliott was the center. They throw down the field to Turpin. They had the ball to 24. I think he caught him maybe to 30, 35, whatever. Wasn't near enough to go down the field for a touchdown, obviously. So, and they were probably going to do a little razzle-dazzle, but they come out of that formation. The 49ers call a timeout. They're probably like, what are they doing? And they thought, I thought they'd come out with a regular.
Well, I think initially what was supposed to happen was they're going to throw it to one of the receivers, and then it was going to allow the lineman to get downfield a little bit more to kind of catch the ball behind the lineman and use them as shields to lateral it. But, the craziest thing about that is with Zeke snapping the ball, he becomes ineligible receiver. So they can't use him. You can't use him even in a lateral. So he's one of the better players that they had left there. So obviously just a tough situation there, just having to go 70 yards a score in the National Football League. And, I think that's what you understand when you really watch football and playoffs is football's always about situations. And, you see clock management issues. You see head coaches that are called offenses or called defenses that are involved, and then they miss opportunities there to, situational football. It's hard to prepare for all the situations. In the pros, the clock stopped at 2 minutes. I thought right there before 2 minutes, they probably should have called timeout, punted the ball before, because you actually get an extra timeout at the 2 minute. Second quarter, fourth quarter. So there's a lot of responsibility on head coaches there in situations.
We're talking to Sean Witten. We're live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. So if you're Jerry Jones, he's already come out and said, I'm very frustrated with what's going on. So is McCarthy, is he going to be around? Is Dak Prescott seen his better days?
Well, I heard this morning on ESPN Radio that they've made some position coach changes. They've kept the coordinators intact. They're already paying Dan Quinn a lot of money to be a defense coordinator. The thing with Kellen Moore is it's all about Dak Prescott. He's been in Prescott's ear since day one. So it's obviously a quarterback-friendly situation there. But I saw where today Michael Parsons' coach, a linebacker coach, was out. And then, I don't know if it's a receiver coach, running back coach is out today. So making some position changes. So, obviously what has to take place here is, you got the other running back went down with a broken leg in the game. Pollard, which had a Pro Bowl season this year. Then Zeke had to play the remainder of the game, remainder of the three quarters by himself. And then, Gallup coming off ACL surgery a year ago, some games he was himself, some games he wasn't. So looking to maybe kind of add a couple more weapons around Dak could be beneficial for them. Great season by CeeDee Lamb, great lineman. Defense was one of the better there in the season this year, but just missed opportunities in that 49ers game. Stephon Diggs had a dropped interception that went through his head. Obviously, you mentioned the George Kittle play that got the 49ers going. And then, those teams, I'll tell you, even in high school, college, and pro, when you get to those second round of the playoffs, divisional championships, AFC, NFC, Ace, you talk about teams that can play really good defense and that can run the football. And you saw there at the last possession, the Cowboys they punted it, and then they could not stop the 49ers to get the 40 for the first downs.
No. So, 49er, you don't think 82 would get a phone call, would he? Come and be a coach? Be a coach in some way, shape, or form?
I think McCarthy will he'll stay one more year.
I don't mean a head coach.
I mean, good. Yeah,
position coach.
Yeah, you never know. It'd be a good opportunity, and
couldn't do any worse.
Good, but
never know.
Never know. Good possibility right there.
So let's set it up then. The 49ers win it. They go on to play Philadelphia in the NFC Championship. Who do you like there?
That's tough. Obviously when you play a team 3 times, like the Eagles played the Giants, divisional matchups are different than other games. Playing a team the 3rd time, Eagles didn't do any wrong in that Giants game. From start to finish, they just Giants didn't have a chance. Yeah. It kind of kills me to say, being a Cowboys fan and rooted in going all the way back to Tom Landry years, but it's hard for me to say that the Eagles are the hottest team. They've been the best team all year.
Yeah.
And here's the difference: the up front, Eagles, with Johnson at right tackle and Kelsey as a center, their ability as Jalen Hurts is healthy, obviously he's got 2 great weapons in Devontae Smith and the other Brown, the other receiver there. So just being at Philly's one of the worst places to play. If you've never experienced, you got to go to Lincoln Financial Field. You're talking about gruesome. It is a tough environment to go play. The Eagles is a tough environment to play. So I'm gonna give a slim edge to the Eagles, which kills me to say. One, it's the Eagles in the Cowboys division, and 2, they're green. Just don't like green, but I think give the slim pickings to Hurts and the Eagles. They've been the best team all year.
On the other side of the coin, you got Joe Burrow, who folks said he couldn't do it in the NFL. They're saying the same thing about Stetson Bennett. We'll get to him in a moment. So Burrow and the Bengals roll into Kansas City to take on Mahomes and the Chiefs. First off, Mahomes has a high ankle sprain. Will he be 100%, you think?
I think he will. I think he'll be close to it. Obviously, the quarterbacks like Mahomes, they got to be able to make enough plays with their feet. Not many, but enough plays. And that's Mahomes' game is, just the ability to make the unconventional throws. There's nothing you cannot like about Mahomes. Just the sidearm throws, the accuracy throws, the ability to extend plays with his feet. Here's the thing, too. Mahomes is not a running quarterback, but this season alone, I heard this on ESPN Road, he's had over 400 rushing yards. So the difference in being able to make plays with his feet, when he starts to create plays, that's when big plays happen for Kansas City. But I'm going to tell you, Tom, the Bengals, the orange and black, Burrow, you got to love them. There's nothing better than Joe Burrow. Yeah. Joe Burrow has it's confidence. It's not cockiness. It's not arrogance.
No.
There's just something about him that it doesn't matter. I would not bet against Joe Burrow.
He reminds me of a guy named Rollins. He just comes out on the field, got that swagger. Carter Everett was the same way. Got that swagger. We're going to do it, and we're going to get it done. And that's – plus, if we're orange and blacks, you know who I'm cheering for. The Bengals, of course, I hate the Chiefs because I'm a Raiders guy. I'm like you, the Eagles. I wouldn't go cross streets to the Chiefs. So, but because I'm a Raiders dude. So, speaking of, what do you think? You think Brady will end up with the Raiders or Aaron Rodgers? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, it's tough to say. Obviously, you'd like to see a guy like Aaron Rodgers kind of get another one in Green Bay. There are some teams that are built now And, Raiders are built now, obviously with McDaniels there. And then, teams like the Jets, are built now with their defense. And there's certain quarterbacks. Obviously, you got some franchises. You got Baltimore Ravens, obviously, with Lamar Jackson situation, Tua's situation at Miami, even though they like him. It's just health. Obviously, the Raiders, Derek Carr there, and then, the Titans, Tannehill's, they're going to probably let him go because he's due $60 million, so they're probably not going to give that to him there. And then, obviously, the Bucs situation, it's just, I'm sure Brady wants to play another year. So, it's just, and then here you are with a 49ers situation. They traded up to get Trey Lance as a number 3 pick. And then here you got, Jimmy Garoppolo, they're probably going to now let him go there. He's not been able to stay healthy. Then you got Mr. Irrelevant. So it's a great story, Tom. And it's an exciting time to watch NFL football. There's nothing better than playoffs. It's just a great thing. But, last week watching Joe Burrow in Buffalo, pouring down snow, he had one bad throw in the whole game. Those guys don't flinch. Just having Jamar Chase, T. Higgins from Oak Ridge, Joe Mixon, he was out missing both of his starting offensive tackles, and they just went out there and dominated. So I'm not a betting man, but I wouldn't bet against Joe Burrow.
Yeah, against the Bengals. Stetson Bennett. Everybody says he's a great college quarterback. He can't do it in the NFL. What do you think?
Well, I think he's got a chance. Here's the difference in Brock Purdy's situation. He's a 4-year player at Iowa State. He threw for over 12,000 yards. He was 25 touchdowns a season, but he's a guy that stayed 4 years. He wasn't played 12 games, left a year, a great season, left early. He was in a program. He was well coached. He's well developed, and that's where you at with Stetson Bennett. They're mature, they're experienced. They get in a good system where it's quarterback friendly. You think about it. When Dan Quinn was the head coach of the Falcons, they went to the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan was the offense coordinator. So when you think about going to some great systems where you got to have quarterback-friendly people, I'm not so sure why Stetson Bennett at 24, 25 years old couldn't be a third, fourth-round pick, go somewhere and just be a great backup. In this time, you got to have 2 quarterbacks anyway. Dak missed 5 games this year. He missed 12 last year. So as good as your franchise quarterback is, if you're going to win, even like the 49ers have proven to win, you got to do it with a young quarterback. And in the NFL, the best way to do it is find a quarterback on a rookie contract and win, because then you get well-equipped people around them. You think about what the 49ers have done. With Deebo Samuels and traded for CMC, Trent Williams, left tackle. That's remarkable. George Kittle tight end. They do a phenomenal job there. So, even look at the Eagles. They got Devontae Smith on one side, A.J. Brown on the other side. Hurts, what he can do with his feet. It's just remarkable that the 4 best teams are left.
Eagles and Bengals, what we're looking at in the Super Bowl. That's what I'm going. That's what you're going too. 2023 Cyclone football schedule's out. Woo, got another power pack schedule.
Well, we first start off with a new conference. TSLA realigned, so we lost Seymour, who went to Region 2. We gained 2 teams, Northview Academy, which we played in 14 and 15 when we were 3A. It's a school there that started, and it's kind of right there in front of Sevier that's kind of bounced up, and then obviously we knew it was kind of coming. Once they split Volunteer and Cherokee, eventually they would both be in the same league there. So we got both Hawkins County schools there, which in 19 and 20 we played Cherokee as a non-region game. So now they're in our league there. So we've got 7 region teams in our region. So it allows us to pick up 4 non-regions. So obviously we kept Science Hill and Daniel Boone. And then we were able to add Morristown West. And then the big one is obviously Dobbins Bennett. We've not played Dobbins Bennett since 2008. When I first got here in 07, 08 were the first 2 years we played them, and then since then we've not played them. So we've got them in about week 7 in the middle of the year. So we open up with Science Hill, Morristown West, a couple conference games in there, Boone, and then a couple more conference games. So and then obviously the big one obviously in our schedule right now is the last 2 years Greenville's been that's early Labor Day weekend. We've got them. The last game of the regular season. And so, just kind of get time to build towards the biggest game of the year. Obviously, home playoff field advantage is play there, so it's good to kind of get that game backed up. We had it there for a long time, and about week 8, week 9, so it's good to get that game later in the season because we've lost to them early in the year. We've been able to bounce back and play them again. We're a different team, but it's off. There's a lot at stake playing a team like that early in the year.
Yep. So the other teams, Anderson County, is anybody going up or down as far as big name schools?
No, not as far as 4A. Anderson County's still there. Seymour went to their league there. And then Scotts County dropped out of the Region 2. So Region 1, Region 2 kind of stays the same other than Seymour going to Region 2. And then Northview Academy and Cherokee coming down to 4A. 5A stays the same. 6A stays the same. I think the biggest thing you'll see there is, Northview's hired Coach Anderson from Catholic, was the offensive line coach there. He's a new coach that was there last year. So not a whole lot of coaching changes there, but we'd obviously, with what we've been able to travel with the last couple of years, going to Anderson County, going to Ray County, it was good to be able to kind of get that. We've scrimmaged Morristown West for the last several years. Coach Holt was able to kind of lock that in with Coach Alvin Smith down there. With they played, we're buddies, went to Carson Newman together, so we were able to lock that in.
That's awesome. So you got Science Hill, Morristown West, Daniel Boone, and Dobbins Minute. All were playoff teams, were they not?
Yeah, absolutely. Science Hill went to the 3rd round. Boone went to the 3rd round. Greatest team they had in school history there. And then, obviously, DB's 2 6A opponents on our schedule. So we're playing the big boys there in the middle of the year. So we need the biggest thing for our schedule this year versus last year. We're kind of spaced out a little bit. Where last 2 years we had top heavy. So we're going to have a big senior group this year. Guys are working really hard. Coach Harrison does a great job leading our off-season program. We're working on speed and bigger, faster, stronger, and working on some development. We've also started a character program talking about a lot of different things that not so much has to do with football, but in life. Talk about accountability and character and being coachable, attitude, things that go a long way. So just words that are important, not just in football, but in life as well.
Absolutely. Now, playing all these tough teams, that's a reflection of Big Daddy. He took on all comers.
Well, Big Daddy was the reason. We were a 3A school back in his time. There's only 5 classifications. We always played 4 just because of the teams and then what we wanted to play. And then back then, there used to be the Big 8, Big 10 conference where you played those teams every year. One of the other, some of the teams that, we try to reach out to, obviously, like Jefferson County, which we played back in the 80s and the 90s, which is a big school there with good places to go play. Morristown's a good place to go play, good venue to be at, good turf fields. And, so it's they're one of the largest 5A schools there, so we've had good scrimmages against them. But, obviously, you play good competition because that's hopefully going to help you down the road when you play playoff teams. And then, what happens – what's happened in our 4A, it's been a 3-team race here. And then, the difference was, I think, last year is in Anderson County, it was their time, and they had 23 seniors this year, and they had a good group. And, you think about it, we took Anderson County down to the wire twice. They ended up being a state championship team. We played down to the wire with Boone. They had the best season in school history, got beat by Knox West, which ended up winning a state championship. And then, there you take a team like Science Hill, which they got 2 of their losses were to Maryville, played them in a regular season, and down there in the 3rd round. So, we lost 5 games this year, but 2 to Anderson County, 1 to Boone, and 1 to Science Hill. So, all 3 of those teams had one of their better seasons in school history.
You look at Cyclone Sports. Again, we're talking to Coach Whitten. We're live here, obviously, at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. The band state champion. You have the swimming teams. You had her on last week. They finished highest they've ever done. They finished in behind DB and Science Hill, the 2 big perennial swimming powers. Our girls basketball team, 4th ranked in the state. Boys basketball team on any given night, they're trying to find themselves, and they will. And so they're playing, they play so hard, and, hard work's going to pay off for those guys, too. Couldn't believe all the wrestling with Coach Morrell. We're going to be doing some of theirs, and they've got guys on the mat. They're doing very, very well. And then you look at Parker Hughes.
Yeah.
At full scholarship at MTSU. Trent Taylor's there, got redshirted. Bryson Rollins did what he did down in Maryland. You got Jake Roberts that's
so-
now going to be on the team at ETSU. He's not just practice squad.
Well, I'm
anymore.
gonna tell you, you got to have good people. Good things happen to good people. Good things happen to those who work hard. The good ones will find a way to make it happen. We got good kids at Elizabeth, and that's what it really. Coach's dream working with those guys. Work really hard. Off-season programs, summer programs, sharing athletes. I mean, you getting the boys basketball team getting right at the right time. I mean, when you play tournament games, when you play Sullivan East triple overtime, and you beat them once, they beat you. You get them in a tournament. I mean, they're going to get hot right time. The girls program is doing a great job. They got some, any given night, they got, whether it's Lions or Holly or just they got a great team that can carry them. They come out on fire every night, just about. But good things happen to good people. Good things happen to those who work hard and try to hold them to a high standard and. Try to carry on tradition. But, it all starts with our administration. Got a great administration, got a great school system. I mean, just got remarkable people to work with. And, thankful we got student athletes that understand the sport, understand how hard they got to work. They're coachable. They learn from their mistakes. And, you have a good time going to these sporting events and watching them play.
He's there a lot. Now, I don't want to slide anybody. We've got Cole Morgenstern, East Tennessee State, Wesley Irvin of Maryville, Corey Russell of Maryville. Who else I'm leaving somebody else?
Deuce Morton,
Lindsey Wilson. And, gosh, I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. I mentioned Parker, mentioned Jake, mentioned Bryson. Did I get them all?
I think you did. It's, the big news this week was obviously Parker just, you bet on yourself. You go to battle with that guy any day. Did we ever question it? No.
No.
But, this day and age, scholarships are tough to go by and tough to get. And, you just kind of persevere and keep your head down. And I'm so proud of him and the work he's done. And then think about this. Think about what he's been able to experience the last 2 years. Not, any of the other guys, but they went to Bahamas Bowl his freshman year. This year went to the Hawaii Bowl. I mean, that's pretty good. Football, if you use it the right way, it can give you a platform to see the world, travel the world. And, I mean, the other guys are going to do great. Deuce obviously had great 2 years there, and now he's moving over to Lindsey Wilson, which won its championship in 2020. And then, Corey's just fought through injuries, and, obviously Bryson's thing, West, all those guys. Cole Morgan's doing a great job. I'm telling you, Jake is a sleeper at ETSU. He's going to do a lot of great things next year when he gets out there and gets a chance. So look forward to watching those guys play, and all of them. Just doesn't matter where they're at. We're going to support them, love them, care about them, and they're making Elizabeth proud.
August football, it'll be here before we know it, won't it?
Yes, sir. 204 days until August 18th. We've got a countdown clocks in the locker room, weight room, but Coach Harrison's working our guys out pretty hard, challenge them, motivating them, push them. We're off to a great start and enjoy working with the guys.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go Cyclones. There you go. Coach Sean Witten with us. We'll take a break. Marty Moore joins us, the tournament director of the middle school basketball. He'll join us. We got 2 doubleheader games going on at 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock today. We'll talk about that next. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tell us more.
We've got all kinds of loans.
Tell us about it.
And so we've got auto loans and home loans. Both of those you can get pre-approved before you go shopping. So why not do that? You're in the driver's seat. You have control when you go to the dealership or you're going to look for a home. Get pre-approved. Call one of our loan experts at 423-547-1200 or apply at bmycu.org, and you can move forward with the pre-approval. Mm-hmm. And then we also have land loans up to 15-year terms. We have home improvement loans for renovations or remodel, such as a home HELOC, home equity line of credit.
Right.
And then we have personal loans such as a signature, shared secured, or debt consolidation. And a debt consolidation, basically, if you're wanting to raise your credit score, a shared secure will help do that. Debt consolidation is when you have the debt and you've had some bad times in your life, and everyone does. That's okay. When we consolidate your debt, I have seen it go up 60 points.
Really?
Yeah, in 6 months.
Wow,
yeah.
That's a jump.
Yeah, it is incredible.
Yep.
So that works if you want to build your credit. And then also we have recreational loans. Summer's coming up.
Yep.
ATVs are a huge hit right now.
Mhm.
We could do loans on those. Campers, motorcycles, anything recreational, you come see us. And then we've got credit card for personal or business. And if you go on our website, it'll show you the cashback rewards and discounts that you can earn and what is the best fit for you. So you can learn all of that at bemycu.org.
There you go. We're talking to Andrea Lewis, and then you look at Credit Sense by Savvy Money. Tell me what this is all about.
Yeah, so you have all of your information at your fingertips in your home banking at Northeast Community Credit Union when you're a member. And Credit Sense allows you to determine, where is your credit score rating, what's your payment history, your credit card usage, what would you qualify for. It actually tells you the rate that we would give you as low as on an auto or anything like that. And it has a summary. It has a breakdown of, if you're looking to apply for another credit card, what's your balance, and then it would determine what your payment would be at this rate. It's incredible, and a lot of people don't know about it. And, we call it certain things, but let's just call it Credit Score by Savvy Money.
There you go. Credit Sense or Credit Score by Savvy Money.
Yeah.
That's available at Northeast Community Credit Union. Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook at Northeast Community Credit Union, or you can find us at Instagram, BeMyCU, and also we have a YouTube.
Locations?
We have one in Roe Mountain off of 19E, then we have one off of 19 in Elizabethton, and our main office is behind Elizabethton High School, and then our branch off of West Oakland Avenue in Johnson City behind Mellow Mushroom.
And the main phone number?
423-547-1200.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Appreciate it coming. Andrea Lewis, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Lewis Sports Show. Miss Lewis and the great folks at Northeast Community Credit Union. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, let's go to the phone. He's there, our buddy Marty Moore. We've had him on several times, and now we've come down to, oh boy, it's going to be dripping with drama, folks, because particularly those consolation games Tia Duggar's involved in, every dribble, every shot, every foul, every turnover is going to matter because you're down to 24 minutes in the season. So it's going to be a drama-filled afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Doing great today. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for checking in with us. So at 4 o'clock, you've got Tia Duggar's girls taking on Indian Trails ladies. Again, the winner will move on to the sectional. Losers eliminated. That should be a heck of a basketball game, shouldn't it?
It has. Tia Duggar has competed well with everybody and can beat anybody. And they really, in my opinion, missed an opportunity in the semifinals with some just shots didn't go down. Had a chance to win. So even though Indian Trail, is a little higher seeded, Tia Duggar, if they're making shots, can compete and beat anybody. So that will be a barn burner for sure.
Yep, at 4 o'clock. And, of course, Indian Trail beat them twice in the regular season, so here comes the third time out. You've been around a long time. Can a team beat another team 3 times? I don't know. We'll see. That's at 4 o'clock.
Very difficult. It's very difficult on that third time. And,
yep.
And our home team boys proved that the other night. It's hard to beat that team the third time. So.
The other consolation, the boys' side, Tia Duggar's guys and their first-year coach Billy Etter takes on the Robinson Redskins. And so, what's your take on that game?
Well, Tia Duggar competes with everybody all the time. They play hard, and it's going to be a big mountain to climb. Robinson was tied for the regular season championship, and it only lost one game, but was upset in the tournament. So you never say never, because that's why they play the game, as those NFL coaches used to say. But it should be a good game, and Tia Duggar can run with them. It's just Robinson's size is often the difference maker with that team this year.
6 o'clock, the girls' championship. The ladies of Johnson Middle School, your school, and Liberty Bell play for the championship at 6 o'clock. That should be a good one, too.
Yeah, our championship games on the both boys and girls side should be good. Liberty Bell and Severe Girls split this year, both winning on the other's home court. And, I think momentum is on Severe's side right now, just because they've kind of ended the year on a hot streak, and then I think have maybe won 6 or 7 in a row. But it should be a great game. I mean, it's that game will really determine whether you get a couple of days off, which is very advantageous this time of year, and should be a barn burner for sure.
And then the boys' championship, we saw them. They beat us by 20 the other night. They can play. Greenville got us 55-35. Jordan Gomez Mills, this kid's a cut above everybody else. He can really play for Greenville. And they'll take on a good Severe team, so your guys will play in the 7 o'clock boys' championship. What's the preview of that game, do you think?
Well, Jordan Mills is probably as athletic of an individual as I've seen at the 8th grade level in a long time. You don't see many middle schoolers with playing around the rim, but he plays around the rim, and he's just a great athlete, a great basketball player. Severe's played with them this year. They've beaten us both times, but last time I think the home game we kept it to a 6-point game, just missed some shots down the stretch. But both championship games, it's going to be crowded, it's going to be loud, and I think both of them will turn out to be very exciting games.
We'll be there for the first 2 games, so we'll finish up here, and then we'll get a little bite to eat, and we'll truck that way and get there and get set up and stream it video and audio, which I appreciate you guys rolling out the red carpet. Who's the gentleman that helps you? He's your IT guy. What is his name? I don't know. Never been introduced to him.
The IT guy. Are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Mr. Fissel. Has been around for years, and he helps me on all the different things that I need done with the tournament, concessions, setup. It doesn't matter. He's been a great help to me over the years, and continues to do such. So I've got a good group, a good staff that are predominantly here. Ash, you know very well, takes care of us at the gate and lives on the clock. So all my workers are really great people and hard workers, and that's why it really, I think, makes it a little easier for me to run these things.
Absolutely. You guys run a great tournament, I can tell you that. And, again, as I said, when I get over there, there's always a table, 2 chairs, and ready to go to stream this thing tonight, video and audio. So before I let you go, college basketball. You're a big college hoops guy. What do you think? A lot of parity this year. You got Purdue up the top, Kansas up there for a while, Houston. So what are you thinking about college basketball right now?
You know, being a Tennessee graduate and a Tennessee homer, I mean, I've been reading a lot about why is there not more excitement around Tennessee and them being a 4 seed, but Tennessee looks as good as anybody in the country right now. And I understand the loss to Kentucky happened, but man, they're playing good ball. But there really is no clear-cut favorite. I mean, I think Tennessee's right in that group with anybody. But yeah, Houston and your Kansas and the Purdue's and those other teams that are there and continue to win. It should be very interesting as this year progresses.
When was the last time, I asked this yesterday, and I don't know the answer to this, when was the last time Kentucky, Duke, and North Carolina, none of those 3 were in the top 25 in college basketball? I can't remember that. One of them's always been in there.
Maybe not in my lifetime, for sure.
No.
So, that is a rarity at this point, and I don't think it'll last for long. I think Kentucky's picking up steam. They may have lost last night. I didn't see how the last night's game went, but I know they're playing better. But that's definitely a change from what we're used to.
And then last thing, NFL, AFC, Bengals or Chiefs, and NFC, 49ers or Eagles. Who do you like?
I hate I have to pick because I'm a lifelong Cowboys fan, so I've lived that anguish for years now. But I would say on the AFC side, I've got to go with Joe Burrow. I think he's just got that it factor, and I think Mahomes' uncertainty with his ankle really seems to be like they might have their number this year. They beat them 3 times in a row, and you know they keep bringing up the Brady-Manning comparison with Mahomes and Burrow. It may be the case right now. Burrow's got his number, but I expect the Bengals to win that game, and the 49ers defense is going to find a way to put a rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl. It never happened before with Brock Purdy, but with a defense like that, it's going to be hard not to win as long as you just hand the ball off to Christian McCaffrey and maybe make a few passes here and there.
So last question, you're a Cowboys fan. I had Sean on a few minutes ago. He didn't know what was going on, and he said, he told me what was supposed to happen. It's going to be a trick gadget play, but what was your take on that final play with the Cowboys?
Oh, my goodness. If I'm Zeke Elliott, I'm asking who put me in this position.
Exactly.
get ran over at center, but I don't know. I mean, I've seen some wild ones in my days, but that one, I don't even know what to think about it, and that's just kind of a microcosm, I think, of their season and the highs and the lows that they've had. So I don't know. It's a new one on me.
Yep, me too. Thank you, my friend. We'll see you this afternoon. We'll be there ready to go. We'll get there early, get set up, and can't wait to again bring these broadcasts and streaming from John Sevier Middle School. So we'll see you in a little while.
As always, we appreciate you doing what you do and getting these kids and these middle school kids out there and their exposure that they need and they rightfully deserve.
Yep.
They are good at what they do.
Yep.
And thank you. Be careful on your trip over.
Yep. I'll see you in a little while, sir. Thank you.
Have a good one. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep. Good man right there. Marty Moore, the tournament director at John Sevier Middle School. So we'll be there again we'll go on there at 3:50, and it will be a 4 o'clock game and a 5 o'clock game. So, and again, if you win, you move on. If you lose, your season's over. So Matt Fox has got 24 minutes of basketball for the T.A. Duggar Lady Cyclones, and Billy Edder's got 24 minutes of basketball for the T.A. Duggar boys team. And, of course, Indian Trails ladies and Robinson's ladies want to do the same thing. Their goal is to do exactly what T.A. Duggar wants to do, and that would be to win, eliminate, and move on to the sectional because they take the top 3 teams out of both the guys and the girls. And then the championship of the boys game will be Greenville and Sevier, and then the championship of the girls game will be Liberty Bell and Sevier. And again, T.A. Duggar missed opportunities to get in that championship, but it is what it is. So that's that they missed. Gosh, they were so close to win that game, and anyway, they didn't. Liberty Bell won. They prevailed by 4, and so they move on. And the Cyclones play for another day today. And again, we'll bring it to you beginning at 3:50 with our little camera guy, Dylan Heading. What a nice young man. 12 years old. He's a great kid. Told his mama yesterday, said, what a nice guy, Dylan Heading. So I'm blessed to have him help me out running the camera at the ball games. Quick break. We'll be right back. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton as we are here again working our way through this Thursday. Tomorrow, right down the road, this week we'll be at Food City. Food City Friday this week in Elizabethton. We'll be there tomorrow, but again, we're here for another 30 or 40 minutes from right here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
As soon as Mr. Steve walks in, it's like a ray of sunshine has entered our restaurant.
Sure is nice to hear.
For his 100th birthday, we wanted to do it as big as possible.
That was someday, I'll tell you.
Customers came in, brought gifts and cards.
When I walked in and they all clapped, that was quite a surprise to me.
It's a really warm feeling in your heart to know that your father's got other people looking out for him.
We decided to give him free Chick-fil-A for life.
One of my main reasons I want to live forever.
I think you got it in you.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them. It's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
And back on the Tom Daly Sports Show, look who stopped by. There she is. That's Bill and Barb's girl. There you go. Rachel Robinson. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. What are you doing today back there?
Making nuggets.
Making nuggets.
Yeah.
Been making a lot of nuggets. Been pretty busy, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's been a good morning.
Yeah, we like it. Does it make it go fast? The shift go fast and it's busy?
100%.
I would think so, yeah. So let's hit this button, and we're going to talk.
All right.
And here we go. We're talking to Rachel Robinson from Chick-fil-A, one of our great sponsors. So tell me about the mobile app.
All right, so with the mobile app, you can order, you can pick it up through the drive-thru, you can pick it up inside, and it'll be sitting waiting for you, or you can mobile order from your table, and there's table numbers on each one, and we'll bring your food out to you. That way you can just skip the line and go ahead and be seated and have your food brought out to you.
Do we get free food after so many points accrued?
Yes, so with every time you order off the mobile app, you'll accrue points, and then you can redeem those points for free food.
Yeah. So you go to your phone, you go to the mobile app store, and you find what? Chick-fil-A One, is that right?
Yes, Chick-fil-A One app.
Put that on your phone and then order it that way. And tell me how the table numbers work too.
So there's a little circle with a number on each one, and then if you want a mobile order from inside, they'll ask you if you want to do, drive-through or mobile pickup inside or from your table, and then you just put in that table number and it'll pop up on our screen and let us know where you're at, and then we can bring your food right to you.
Gift cards. Tell me about gift cards from Chick-fil-A.
Gift cards are always available from us, so pretty easy little gift for Valentine's Day or birthday or anything you need.
Yeah, anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Increments can go from $1 up to whatever, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and the rule is, if you're going to get more than one, please come in here. If you get more than three, I think the rule is to come in here and don't go through drive-thru. It slows things down, and we understand it because you have to activate the cards.
Yeah.
Valentine's right around the corner. Tell us what's going on with Valentine's at Chick-fil-A.
So for Valentine's Day, we'll have our heart-shaped trays again for 30-count nuggets or 10-count minis. Before 10:30, the minis will be available. But 30-count nuggets in the afternoon, and they'll come in a little metal tin that's shaped like a little heart.
Awesome.
Yeah.
To do that, you want to call in, or you come in person, but the call is 297-1266.
Yep.
And so would you want to do it the day of? Would you recommend us kind of pre-ordering to help you all out?
For 10s and 30s, you can call if you feel the need to, but we usually have those pretty readily available.
Yeah. So people don't realize how much food you go through, do they?
Yeah, it's a lot.
For example, how many nuggets today do you think you'll go through?
Trying to guess. Each case has probably close to 800 in it. We'll go through probably 8 of those.
A day?
Yeah.
8 cases, 800, that's 6,400 nuggets.
Yeah.
A day, just
Maybe
right here.
a little less, but pretty close, depending upon catering too.
And there's somebody back there doing salads all the time too, right?
Yes, our prep lady.
Yeah, that's all she does, make salads.
Salads and dishes.
It's incredible.
But she's great.
It is incredible what they do here. So, and then the mac and cheese, can't keep that going, can you?
No, it's always going in and out of the oven all day long.
Yeah, in and out all day long. Hours you're open here at Chick-fil-A?
6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays. All right, so mobile app, gift cards, and the Valentine heart-shaped trays, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show, the great folks right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. So there you go. So now, are you a football fan?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy football.
All right. AFC Championship, I'm keeping a tab here.
Okay.
Bengals or Chiefs? Who do you like?
I don't know. That one's a tough one for me. My dad's a Vikings fan, so I'm not.
Your dad's a Vikings fan?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I don't know where. We're just going to go with the Bengals.
Okay, let's go with the Bengals. All right,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow. They're
Yeah.
orange and black.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
Exactly.
All right. So, and on the other side of the coin, the 49ers and the Eagles. Who you like there?
Eagles.
Like the Eagles.
Mhm.
The Eagles and the Bengals for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Chris Stapleton's going to sing the national anthem. Is that a good thing? You like Chris?
Big fan of Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, she turned me on to him. He's good. And then Babyface is going to sing America the Beautiful. Do we know who Babyface is?
I know a little bit of Babyface, not a whole lot.
Okay. Then the halftime show is going to be Rihanna. I think that's how you say her name. Rihanna.
I love her.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Is she like top 40 disco, what hip hop? What is she?
She's like hip hop R&B. She's really cool.
She ain't country. Well, I know.
No,
about it.
she's not country.
No, she ain't country. I would know if she was country. But
Yeah, not country.
So she's laughing at me. So Rihanna, is that how you say it? Rihanna?
Rihanna.
All right. She's halftime. Chris Stapleton's going to do the national anthem, and Babyface will sing "America the Beautiful." There you go.
It's a good lineup.
And the Bengals and the Eagles are going to be there. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I got you. All right. How did your dad's team do last night? I didn't even have a chance to look.
Not super stellar. So Union's 5 in the country. So
Number 5 in the country, so we got beat up there?
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
it was definitely a closer game down here, but
So up there, it got ugly.
it got a little ugly. They
Got a
didn't
little
play
ugly.
super well on the road.
Yeah. What she's trying to say about her father's team is they got it handed to them last night, basically, and that's okay. But she's protecting her dad, saying, "Man, it was a long night, so a long ride back,
Yeah.
so it happens."
Yeah.
Yeah. Some days you get the peanuts, some days you get the shells. How it rolls. So
They got beat by a good team, so
there you go. Good way to look at it. 5th ranked team in the country.
Yeah.
So, all right. So when you go on break, what does Rachel Robinson? All the menu items up here. What do you go after? What do you normally get?
So I'm gonna be honest, I switch it up pretty
Okay.
often.
All right.
Recently, I've been getting a grilled sandwich on a white bun with pickles, lettuce, and Colby Jack cheese.
A grilled sandwich on a white bun. Is that what you said?
With add pickles
And Colby Jack
and
cheese.
Colby Jack cheese.
All right. So that would be the number 5. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, and then you can just ask for a white bun instead of a multigrain bun.
Oh, okay. Just a normal white bun
Mhm.
with pickles and Colby Jack cheese.
Yep.
Any sauces?
I barbecue and ranch.
Okay. There you go. That's an interesting combination.
Yeah.
All right. So, which salad do you eat? If you eat salad, are you a Cobb, Market, or a spicy Southwest girl?
I'm a Cobb salad girl.
Cobb girl?
Yeah.
What would describe it for us, please? What would one get on a Cobb salad?
A Cobb is grape tomatoes, corn, shredded cheese, bacon bits, and half of a hard-boiled egg. When it typically comes with fried chicken, but you can change the chicken on any of our salads.
You get it grilled?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You can get it grilled with hot or cold chicken. You can get a regular fillet, a spicy fillet.
So, if you're guessing which of those 3 salads are the most popular, do you sell the most of?
The Cobb.
Cobb?
Yeah.
Hands down, easy.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then I think the Market and then the Southwest.
Okay. Then I must ask you, since I've got you, and you don't have to go back there yet, so we're keeping you out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And you like that. Breakfast. What would you recommend on the breakfast menu?
Breakfast, I love our egg white grilled muffin.
Hmm?
So that's typically what I get.
Would you describe it for us, please?
So it's an English muffin that's toasted with a grilled breakfast fillet and then a piece of egg white and a piece of American cheese.
Cool. All right. There you go. And we're open 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. every day except Sunday. And the drive-through now is double stacked. Got 2 lanes to go through, and it's quicker and it's more convenient, and we don't mess around, do we? Go through 'em?
Nope.
Nope. All right. And there is some more peppermint shake stuff left, is that right?
Yes, we do. We'll have peppermint shakes until we run out of stock. So we do have a decent amount back there right now.
Yeah. So if you still want the peppermint chocolate chip milkshake, is that what we called it?
Yeah.
For Christmas or the holidays, you still got some left. So if you want to come in and order that here at this store, I don't know about other stores, but here in Elizabeth, then there is still some back there. They'll make it for you until you run out, right?
Yep.
All right. I know you got to go back. Appreciate
Thank
you as always. There you go. That would be Rachel Robinson, ladies and gentlemen. So, and she helped me do a ball game. She helped me do a Milligan basketball game, one of her dad's games, and she did a really good job. Problem is, we can't get her back over there. So, of course, I haven't got back over there either. But she couldn't get her back. She said, I'm going to do it one time. Her dad said, since we won, you're like a good luck charm. We want you to do it again. And she said, no, I don't think so. So, anyway, she did a great job. Again, she's been around basketball all of her life. She grew up in the gym as her dad's the head coach at Milligan University. So I guess you know that, Bill Robinson. Incredibly nice guy. Saw his lovely bride here last night, Barb. In fact, Rachel and Barb were here last night. We were eating before we went to church. And she's an incredibly cool lady, too. She teaches at T.A. Duggar and is a wonderful lady, and it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful family. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We are live here at Chick-fil-A. We've got a few more minutes here to come back, talk some sports, and we got some to do that on. If you're out there and you need your Earl changed, here's a gentleman can get it done for you. They don't waste any time. They get after it. If you're there more than 12 or 13 minutes, there's probably something going on because they get you in, get you out. You don't have to get out of your car. right up the street here at Valvoline Express Care. Our buddy Greg Moppin, and see what he allows here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and more sports after this. Sponsors again, Greg Moppin, Valvoline Express Care. 3 oil changes, conventional, synthetic blend, and full synthetic. Tell us the difference, sir.
Well, full synthetic's always your best protection. That's Valvoline's top of the line. We also carry a synthetic blend. It's a Max Life product. All those are going to be, all the full synthetics, that 020. A lot of the new cars, most of the new cars are calling for a lighter motor oil, 020. We've also got 030, 040. We just picked that up. I've never, a lot of the new stuff is all 0, and that's full synthetic or synthetic blend. The 030, 040 is a full synthetic product. But if the car calls for it, that's what you need to keep in it. That's the way that engine's engineered for that motor oil. And so you want to keep that product in there, and we carry all those right here.
Step me through. We pull in, take it from there. They jump all over and get on it. Tell me about it.
Philip's going to greet them as soon as they pull in. He's going to greet the customer. If the customer's been here before, we're going to pull the sticker out of the window. He's going to put that in the computer. That's going to pull up all the past services, let us know what we need to check, what we've done in the past. He's going to check the oil. He's going to call off, clear to drop. Josh is on the bottom. No need to lift the car. We're underneath it. Everything's down there. We've got Josh downstairs today, so he's going to go ahead and drop that car and start spinning the filter. Phil calls off the filter from the top because it's right there on the computer screen. He's going to top off all the fluids, air the tires up. He's going to get the current mileage as he's doing now, go put that in. And by that time, Josh on the bottom, he's going to call up, clear to add. Phil's going to go back over and get the right product for that car. He's going to fill it up and put the cap on. At that point, they'll go back and start it. He'll check all that, and in and out should be around 12 minutes. 12 to 14 minutes. We get checked at least 4 times a year. Valvoline, top to bottom, runs the best quick lube programs. They send a representative in here at least 4 times a year. We're checked on product. We're checked on speed. Obviously, safety checks, and they keep an eye on us and make sure we're running fast and efficient.
Hours are open.
8 to 5:30 through the week, 8 to 2 on Saturday.
There you go. Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook, Valvoline.com.
There you go, Valvoline.com. Railroad Street here in Elizabeth, and one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, our buddy Greg Moppin here at Valvoline Express Care.
Save half off or more throughout the store. Plus, get it now and you don't have to wait. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and more. Plus 0% interest financing so you can pay it later. Now through Saturday at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Don't forget tonight, Lady Vols taking on UConn. Thompson Bowling Arena. That should be a dandy. Tennessee and UConn. That'll be a 8 o'clock tip-off tonight on ESPN. The Lady Vols and UConn renewing the rivalry. And so it's been a while since Gino and the Lady Huskies, have played Tennessee. So it'll be a good one. And the place will be rocking. They said about 12,000 will be in there for the game coming up tonight at Thompson Bowling Arena. Hello to Kerry Reed. Hello to Baker. Hello to Rick Peters. Hello to Reba Whitehead. Thank you all for being with us. We are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Tomorrow we'll be live again, as we said, at Food City on a Food City Friday. This week we'll be at Food City here in Elizabethton. Danny White, contract extension as the athletic director at Tennessee. Again, White agreed an extension that starts at $2.2 million a year with an annual pay increase of 5%, up from his original $1.8 million salary. Signed the updated contract back in December, so Danny White making $2.2 million now as the athletic director at Tennessee. And, I can see that. It's a lot of money, but still, Tennessee football finished number 6 in the country with 11-2 record. Baseball, men's tennis earned number 1 rankings last year. Baseball earning the number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Men's basketball finished number 5. So he's doing a lot of good things with the program. So Tennessee set a single season record by selling over 17,000 new season football tickets for 2022. More than 7,500 new season tickets sold for the 2023 season since September. So place will be rocking down there next year too. Also, White announcing in December that Tennessee has a commitment of $361 million towards a campaign of raising $500 million by the summer of 2026. So there you go. So Danny White doing a great job again. So Danny White gets a pretty significant pay raise, up to $2.2 million as the athletic director for the Tennessee Volunteers. So congratulations to him. Basketball today, Cloudland at Johnson County and University High at North Green. Looks like those games will be played. The snow, I don't think didn't land like it was supposed to. So Cloudland goes to Johnson County tonight. University High at North Green, both guys and girls. Tomorrow night, busy night around the area. Science Hill plays at Crockett. Greenville will be at Dobbins Winter tomorrow night. Westridge at Daniel Boone. Unicoi County plays at Tennessee High. Johnson County at Chucky Doak. You have Happy Valley at South Green. West Green at Washburn, and Hampton will be at Unaka tomorrow night. Our game will be 6:30 and 8 o'clock tomorrow night. The Lady Cyclones right over my shoulder here at John Treadway Gym at Elizabeth and I. 6:30 and 8 o'clock. Lady Cyclones at 6:30, and the gentlemen will be at 8 o'clock coming up again tonight. And tomorrow night, again at John Treadway Gymnasium. Now, 4 o'clock game coming up today. Tia Duggars girls taking on Indian Trails girls for the consolation winner. We'll move on to the sectional next week in Knoxville. Then at 5 o'clock, the Tia Duggar boys will take on the Robinson Redskin boys. And so winners move on, losers eliminated. So it'll be a drama, tension-filled afternoon, I can tell you that, because somebody's season is going to be ending coming up again, as we said, later on this afternoon. 4 o'clock for the ladies and 5 o'clock for the guys. And we'll have both of those here for you, video and audio from Johnson Middle School in Kingsport. Top 25 college basketball tonight. Top-ranked Purdue will play at Michigan. Number 8 UCLA will go to Southern Cal. You have number 6 Arizona at Washington State, and 21st ranked Florida Atlantic will host the Blue Raiders of Middle Tennessee State tonight in men's college top 25 college basketball. So that's what's going on there tonight. All right, National Hockey League. Run those down for you. The Predators skate tonight. They'll drop the puck at 8 o'clock at Bridgestone Arena against the New Jersey Devils. That'll be tonight. Others, Detroit skates in Montreal, Boston at Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh at Washington. That's a big game. Boston and Tampa Bay, two of the winningest teams in all of the National Hockey League. Buffalo at Winnipeg. Philadelphia skates in Minnesota. Colorado, the Avalanche hosting Anaheim tonight. Chicago, the Blackhawks skate at Calgary, and the St. Louis Blues in Arizona. That'll be your games tonight. Last night, Toronto, Ottawa, Carolina, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and Seattle all get W's in the National Hockey League. That's what's going on there. All right, NFL MVP finalists are out. You've got, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow are finalists for the NFL MVP. Hurts, of course, the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Mahomes, the Chiefs, we know that. Allen for Buffalo, and Joe Burrow for the Bengals. That's your 5 NFL MVP finalists. The Offensive Player of the Year, you have Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson of the Vikings, and Patrick Mahomes. The Defensive Player of the Year, the 3 nominees, Micah Parsons of the Cowboys, Chris Jones of the Chiefs, and Nick Bosa. Bosa, I've heard it both ways. Hang on. For the 49ers. The Comeback Player of the Year, Geno Smith of the Seahawks, Christian McCaffrey of the 49ers, and Saquon Barkley of the Giants are the 3 nominees for the Comeback Player of the Year. Coach of the Year, Brian Debble of the Giants, Doug Peterson of the Jags, and Kyle Shanahan for the 49ers. Hello, Kerry Reed. Heck yeah, Parsons should win that one. Well, look at you, Kerry Reed, you old football girl, you. Heck yeah, Parsons should win it. That would be the Defensive Player of the Year, she's saying. Okay, we'll see. I'm pulling for him because Kerry's pulling for him. I like Kerry Reed. She's pretty cool. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Brock Purdy, the 49ers. I think he wins his hands down. The quarterback for the 49ers from Iowa State. Kenneth Walker from the Seahawks and Garrett Wilson of the Jets are the 3 Offensive Rookie of the Year nominees. The 3 Defensive Rookie of the Year nominees, Sauce Gardner of the Jets, Aiden Hutchinson of the Lions, and the Seahawks will put in Tariq Woolen will be the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Is that all of them? I think it is. So that's all the categories and all the finalists. So the NFL MVP, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, and Patrick Mahomes. I'm going with my guy would be Joe Burrow, no question. That's not even hands down for me. Joe Burrow, the quarterback of the Bengals, what he's done 2 years running. Of course, I guess you could say the same for Mahomes. So it'll be a tough vote. So, but that's your 5 guys for the NFL MVP. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, and Patrick Mahomes. That'll be the 5 finalists for the NFL MVP. All right? All right, let's see what else we got going on. Got something else I want to tell you about. Oh, state wrestling. The polls are out for the state wrestling. Dobbins Minute in number 8 in the state. Number 1 wrestling team is Chattanooga Baylor, Cleveland 2nd, Bradley Central 3rd, Father Ryan 4th, Summit 5th, MBA 6th, Wilson Central is 7th. Currently 8th in the state in wrestling is Dobbins Minute, Brentwood at number 9, Blackman 10, and that would be all the teams in the top 10 of the state in wrestling, and the only local team would be Dobbins Minute, who's having an incredibly good year. They beat Science the other day, was it 70-19? And that's like winning a basketball game by 50 points. I mean, that is huge in scoring and wrestling. And so DB is currently 8th in the state in the statewide polls in wrestling. Now, going into the ball games tomorrow night, conference play, Big 5, boys, DB 5-0, Crockett 2-2, Upper Lakes Conference, Unicoi County 4-1, Sullivan East 3-2. The top 2 teams in the Three Rivers, Chucky Doak at 5-1. They're ranked in the state, 3rd in the state. South Green at 4-1. The Watauga Valley Conference, Hampton ranked 4th in the state. They're 4-0. And University High is at 2-2, as is North Green at 2-2. That's on the boys' side. On the girls' side, it'll be right now Crockett at 3-1, Daniel Boone at 3-2, and Westridge at 3-2 in girls high school basketball in the Big 5. Then you have the Upper Lakes Conference, Elizabethton at 5-0, and you have Unicoi County and Tennessee High at 2-2, and Volunteer at 2-3. Three Rivers Conference, South Green at 5-0, Chucky Doak's Lady Black Knights at 4-1, and then the Watauga Valley Conference, Cloudland at 4-1, and Hampton at 3-1. That's the way they shake up and shake out. And of course, Hampton is ranked in the state in girls basketball, and so it's interesting. Hampton at 3-1 in the league and 19-1 overall, and they are ranked again 2nd in the state in single-A girls basketball, which is really cool. And of course, Cloudland having a heck of a good year too. We're going to talk to Coach Birchfield tomorrow from Cloudland because they got a big game coming up again tomorrow night. And they got a big one tonight, Cloudland and Johnson County, in old-fashioned backyard Donnybrook, as they say. So, and the Cloudland does not play tomorrow night. Hampton does play Unaka tomorrow evening. And, of course, the Cyclones will be at home against Volunteer. And as we said earlier, they'll be hosting the district and the regional this year in boys and girls basketball at Elizabethton High School, which I think is a pretty cool thing. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We are live, as we are, Valentine's Day right around the corner. So here she is again to show you what you can get for Valentine's Day. Carrie Reed says Cloudland the only team to beat the Hampton girls. You're right. Carrie, you need to come do this show with me one day. I want you to come co-host a show, so just plan on it. Work it into your schedule. Come hang out with me. You don't do the whole show. But I would love to have you come for, 30 or 40 minutes, whatever you can do when you're time to your busy lady. So, but we need to get you over here and help you co-host a show one time. That'd be cool. Carrie and Tom, that'd be good. The Carrie Reed, Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll give you top billing. We don't care, but love to have you come do that. I'm being serious. Love to have you come do it. Come in here one time and just sit for a little while and talk a little sports. Get a lady's perspective on things. So I think it'd be neat. Kathy Lyle says, hope you have a blessed day. Thank you, Kathy. Go Bulldogs. Yep. Hampton Bulldogs had Coach Smith on yesterday. So, anyway, hello, Rick Ranson down in Pensacola. We had the Jones watching yesterday in Nebraska. And, of course, we got them here in the Tri-Cities. So, thank you. It continues to grow. And did I do a verse today? You know I didn't. Or did I? Gosh, I don't think I did. Because I started with Jesse right out of the chute. I did not. Because it's an Old Testament verse. Nahum, out of Nahum, the book of Nahum. Chapter 1, verse 7. The Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. How about this? He cares for those who trust in him. The Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in him. How about that? That is the verse of the day. here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll begin to wrap this thing up right after this timeout from Sherry Holtzclaw, Valentine's Day shopping at the Jeweler's Bench. Ooh, I like this. Whoa. All right. Tell us about this, would you please?
So that is Sterling Silver Pandora gift set, and it is $129. You get the necklace and the earrings.
So the knock that, jewelry stores are expensive, and they can be, depending on what you want to buy. But here, most of the stuff we've talked about, here's one coming out of the chute on this segment. What'd you say, $129?
Yep.
$129 for that. So, and she'll love that. Guarantee it. All right? Well, you want that
Yeah,
buy?
I mean, it all depends on what you want to spend, what
Sure.
you want to buy.
That's exactly right.
Price points everywhere.
Yep.
So these are rose gold diamond hearts.
Rose gold diamond. Ooh. Pretty.
And those are $399.
Got a little bling to them, got a little sparkle to them, but go to the store. Prettier in person. That's the new phrase that pays.
Prettier in person.
Prettier in person. So
Here is the pendant that matches them.
that's a country song. We ought to write that and go to Nashville.
We
Go
should.
honky tonk. She's prettier in person. There you go. Oh, this is very nice. Whoa.
So that's the necklace that matches them, and it's rose gold with diamonds. It is $299.
Is rose gold popular?
Yeah.
Very popular?
It
Okay.
is.
You have regular gold, regular silver, and then you've got rose gold.
Rose gold, white gold,
White gold, yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Gorgeous. Look at that. Price point again on that is
$299.
$299.
$299.
Yeah. So, all right.
And this is a paperclip ring,
Well, that's cool.
and it's yellow gold with diamonds.
That's unique.
Yep.
Price point
It is $399.
$399. Love it. Lots of options, folks. Lots of ideas for Valentine's Day at the Jeweler's Bench. The only full-service jewelry store in Elizabethton and Carter County, and you have geographically folks all over the place come in, don't they?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
So every time I do a showdown, somebody's in there from a place like really Jonesboro, Johnson City. And there last time I did a show, folks drove from Kingsport. How many jewelry stores you passed through in Kingsport and Elizabethton? A lot.
Quite a few.
A lot. They come to the Jeweler's Bench, all right? What about this?
So that is a sterling silver necklace with the heart and the moon, and on the back it says "I love you to the moon and back," and it is $99.
Love you to the moon and back. $99. Love it. That's awesome. Okay.
Another Valentine's piece.
Look at that. Another little sparkle. Again, it's prettier in person, but it's got a little bling to it.
Yep. White gold with diamonds, $249.
$249. So virtually everything we're talking about here is probably under $300, under $400. Everything
Yeah,
we're talking
besides
about.
the bracelet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. So we got.
And this is a lock and key, sterling silver with diamonds.
Oh, that's cool. Never seen that before.
Yep.
Lock and key.
She got the key to your heart.
Key to your heart. Yep.
And it's $169.
$169 for that. All right.
And then the last one is kind of the same thing, but it's got the heart lock with the key. And it is also $169. Sterling silver and diamonds.
Love it. All this available from the Jeweler's Bench, folks, here in Elizabethton. Hours are open.
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Social media.
Social media is Facebook and Instagram. And website is jewelersbench10.com.
There you go. Folks, they do it right. Where do I get all my jewelry? At the Jeweler's Bench, the only full-time, full-service jewelry store in Elizabethton and Carter County, and a proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're going to jump off here a little early so we can get packed up and head off and get ready for these doubleheader games today. Start at 4, and so traffic and all that going into hitting over to Kingsport. So we're going to wrap it up. Thanks to Sean Whitten. Thanks to Zach Benfield, and thanks, of course, to Rachel Robinson from here at Chick-fil-A, and also Marty Moore, the tournament director. So 3:50 airtime will bring it to you. Doubleheader. Cyclones, Tia Duggar girls, and the Tia Duggar boys back-to-back. Winners move on. Losers eliminated. We'll bring that to you beginning at 3:50 this afternoon from Johnson Middle School in Kingsport. So till we re-greet you at 3:50, which is not that far away. This is Tom Taylor saying, as always, bloom where you planted and win or lose. Be a good sport, and thanks for watching show number 1784 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live today here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and we'll rejoin you back at 3:50 this afternoon.